The mindful way through depression. Freeing yourself from chronic unhappiness. The introduction sets the stage by discussing the widespread issue of depression and how it affects millions of people. Traditional treatments such as medications and psychotherapy often offer relief, but many people continue to struggle with chronic unhappiness and recurring depressive episodes. The book proposes mindfulness-based cognitive therapy (MBCT) as an effective approach that combines cognitive therapy's strategies with mindfulness practices. This combination helps individuals understand and manage their thoughts and feelings in a healthier way. Chapter 1. The Mindful Way. Mindfulness is described as a way of paying attention that is intentional, present-focused, and non-judgmental. The authors introduce the concept of doing mode versus being mode. The doing mode is task-oriented, focused on achieving goals and solving problems. While useful in many areas of life, this mode can be counterproductive when dealing with emotions and mental health issues. The being mode, on the other hand, involves a more passive and accepting approach, allowing individuals to observe their thoughts and feelings without trying to change them. This shift from doing to being is central to mindfulness practice. Chapter 2. Why we get stuck in depression. The authors explain the cognitive and emotional patterns that contribute to depression, particularly rumination. Rumination involves continuously thinking about the causes and consequences of distressing events, which exacerbates negative feelings and can lead to deeper depression. They highlight the paradox that trying to think our way out of depression often makes it worse. This chapter sets the stage for introducing mindfulness as a way to break this cycle by changing the relationship we have with our thoughts and emotions. Chapter 3. The Healing Power of Awareness. This chapter introduces mindful awareness as a key therapeutic tool. The authors explain that mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This practice helps individuals become more aware of their physical sensations, thoughts, and emotions, fostering a sense of acceptance. Practical mindfulness exercises such as the body scan meditation and mindful breathing are introduced. These exercises help individuals develop a greater awareness of their internal experiences, which can reduce the intensity of negative emotions. Chapter 4. Reconnecting with your life. Depression often leads to disengagement from life, causing individuals to lose interest in activities they once enjoyed. This chapter emphasizes the importance of reconnecting with one's values and interests. The authors suggest engaging in mindful activities such as walking, eating, and listening. By paying attention to these activities in a mindful way, individuals can cultivate a sense of joy and engagement. This chapter also highlights the role of gratitude and savoring positive experiences as ways to counterbalance negative emotions. Chapter 5. Working with obstacles. Mindfulness practice is not always smooth, and this chapter addresses common challenges such as restlessness, boredom, and self-criticism. The authors offer practical advice on how to approach these obstacles with curiosity and compassion rather than frustration. They suggest that difficulties in mindfulness practice can provide valuable opportunities for growth. By learning to stay present with uncomfortable experiences, individuals can develop greater resilience and emotional stability. Chapter 6. Thoughts are not facts. The authors explain how our thoughts, especially negative ones, can seem like indisputable facts when we are depressed. They introduce the concept of cognitive diffusion, which involves observing thoughts as mental events rather than truths. Through mindfulness exercises, individuals learn to create distance from their thoughts and reduce their impact on emotions and behavior. This chapter includes specific practices such as the leaves on a stream exercise, where individuals imagine their thoughts as leaves floating down a stream, to illustrate the transient nature of thoughts. Chapter 7. Kindness and self-compassion. Self-compassion is emphasized as a crucial component of overcoming depression. The authors discuss how individuals with depression often engage in harsh self-criticism, which exacerbates their condition. They introduce loving-kindness meditation as a practice to develop compassion for oneself and others. This meditation involves silently repeating phrases such as, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe," and extending these wishes to others. Cultivating self-compassion helps counterbalance the negative self-talk that often accompanies depression. Chapter 8. Seeing the bigger picture. Depression can create a sense of tunnel vision, where negative thoughts and emotions dominate one's perspective. This chapter encourages readers to see their experiences within the broader context of their lives. The authors suggest practices such as observing the breath and mindful movement to help individuals maintain a broader perspective. Recognizing the transient nature of thoughts and emotions can reduce their perceived permanence and severity. This chapter also discusses the importance of acceptance and letting go of the need to control every aspect of one's experience. Chapter 9. Mindfulness in Everyday Life. Integrating mindfulness into daily routines is the focus of this chapter. The authors offer practical tips for incorporating mindfulness into everyday activities such as eating, walking, and communication. They suggest setting aside time for formal meditation practices and finding opportunities for informal mindfulness throughout the day. The goal is to make mindfulness a way of living, bringing greater awareness and peace to all aspects of life. This chapter includes exercises such as the 3-minute breathing space, a short practice designed to bring mindfulness into moments of stress or difficulty. Chapter 10. A Lifelong Journey. The final chapter reinforces that mindfulness is a lifelong journey rather than a quick fix. The authors encourage readers to continue their practice with patience and persistence, recognizing that setbacks are part of the process. They provide resources for ongoing support, including mindfulness courses, retreats, and further reading. This chapter emphasizes that mindfulness is not about achieving a permanent state of happiness but about developing a more balanced and resilient approach to life's challenges. Conclusion. The Mindful Way Through Depression offers a comprehensive approach to overcoming depression through mindfulness. By cultivating awareness, acceptance, and self-compassion, individuals can break free from the cycle of chronic unhappiness and lead more fulfilling lives. The book combines scientific insights with practical exercises, making mindfulness accessible and effective for anyone struggling with depression. The author's approach is compassionate and encouraging, providing readers with the tools they need to navigate their journey towards mental well-being.